Okay, so over the past 2 weeks, we have physically built the nursing sim lab as well as prepared a detailed quote for other departments to use in the future, as well as the nursing departments itself to expand upon the sim room in the future. So, to quickly go over the photos of the physical sim lab build, since obviously you're not able to physically be there with me, here are the entrances to both the actual simulation room as well as the instructor station. Next, as we go into the simulation room, you have the hanging ribbon mic that is routed through the ceiling that is going to go into the instructor room. Then you're going to see the wall mounted speaker and the PTZ controlled camera in the simulation room. And as you can see here, all the wires for all this is routed through the ceiling. Going back to the camera here, you have the serial connection here that will allow us to control the camera via the controller in the instructor station. The HDMI cord that is going to go into our capture card that will go into our PC, ultimately to be used in OBS. Next, we see that the cables that routed from the simulation room are going to come down over the ceiling into the instructor room at the instruction table here. And just looking at each individual component, we have the mixer. I won't go into the yada yada of the EQing and final mixing of the board. Just know that all the vocal channels are EQ'd and mixed correctly for proper communication between OBS, the instructor, and the student in the simulation room. Let's go through here, just showing the HDMI capture card here. This is the controller that will be used to control the camera. Then we have the mic that the instructor is going to use to speak to the student. And here's a wide shot of the instructor table, including the two headphones that the two instructors can use while they're recording. All right, and just showing you, this is the build or the OBS profile that I built that is going to be pushed to every local user when they log in once I get the script built and pushed onto this PC. And this is an example of what my recording path should look like if the script pushes correctly. It should just change to where it heads straight to my local user's video folder. Now, that was last week. This week we focused on doing a quote for people to use from different departments as well as the nursing department to use for different sim labs in the future. We have it separated here in audio and visual. We have the part number, the model number for every component we use in this build. If you follow these links, they're going to take you to B&H and Amazon, two of our primary AV vendors. So the price here is probably not going to be the price that shows up when you click on the link because we have a special University System of Georgia discount. So we have the price for each component, the quantity that we need for it, and the final cost for any department that decides to use it. At the bottom here, we have the final total for us being $3,866 for the full OBS SimLab room build. And then looking at comparable third-party sim recording services, a lot of them are absurdly priced, and this is going into more of my opinion. And a lot of these services are now starting to use subscription models, even though they give you the hardware, kind of like a router or ISP service. So a lot of these will be around like 20,000 per year per individual lab. So if you wanted to expand your department, you'd have to add 20 more thousand per year per lab. So obviously, while this would require some occasional assistance from the IT department, in the long run, you are going to be saving a mess ton of money. So that is the wrap up of what we've been doing the past 2 weeks. Next week, we are going to be actually building the script and pushing it, and we'll have a test and we'll test for its functionality to where new local users will log in and be able to use OBS and start recording right away. All right. You have a good rest of your day.